Good morning, Tammy. I just sent you an email. Can't really see it though. I sent you an email letting you know that I was sitting down to film your session now. Tammy Smith, thank you for donating that day and letting me know so that I could reconnect with you in this way. So you saw part of the video and what I was doing, so I'll share with you a little bit about it further. So I'm an intuitive channel, and I'm a medical medium, as some people call it. I receive messages on a large spectrum, not just medical information, but also on a personal level, as well as my hands have become magnets to detect what's going on in the body. So I share what comes through. The messages may not be exactly the words that are spoken, so sometimes deeper analysis is required for the different things that come through for you on a personal level. It can be in this timeline, in another timeline, somebody in your life, so a little bit of investigation into some of the things that come through are sometimes required. So I like to share that with people. So yeah, we'll get started and see what comes through. And then whenever I upload the video and I send you the link to view it, if you want to reconnect with me and share with me your experience, and we can talk about the session afterwards, okay? Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started with you, Tammy. So I'm hearing that you're picking up more of a signal on the left side of your brain than the right side of your brain. So we're going to do some right brain recalibration now. Mostly on this side right here, the frontal lobe from the third eye over to the right temple is where I'm feeling it. The right temporal lobe. Right into the back of here, around to the right eardrum. So I knew I was about to sneeze with confirmation. So as I'm getting messages, sometimes I'll sneeze. And so what I'm hearing is, and I'm seeing the colors also open up. I saw dark blue and light blue open up. So what I'm hearing is that this is an amplification to the crown chakra, which is going down into the third eye, into the throat chakra. So you're receiving an activation that's going inward this way, which is beautiful. And I can feel a lot of movement right here happening in the temple area. So I'm hearing there's a little bit going on in the solar plexus too, which we're going to get to here in a little bit, but we're working more on the brain frequency now. Redesigning the left side of the brain to match the right side. So this is a crown calibration. I heard that you're going to have to listen to constructive criticism better, whatever that means in your life. And personally, like, I hear them say constructive criticism, and I know that that's an easy term for people to understand. But really, but for me personally, what I like to view that as is loving advice or loving realization, to be open to receive that information from other people helps us be more open and not create such boundaries in our psyche of not being open to receive a reflection from someone else. how I look at myself is objectively. Like when I make videos and I want to reflect back to myself without criticizing myself, I look at myself objectively rather than like constructive criticism. I like to look at it as objective information, because in that way I'm not critiquing myself, but I'm learning from myself, and that's how we can be with other people also. It doesn't mean our feelings don't get hurt sometimes. We definitely are sensitive beings to feel things, but it's in those moments of the trigger of feeling that sensitivity of something that may feel like a personal blow to the ego. Really, it's about being open to transcend love, to feel love, I should say. So whether someone's actually giving you objective information or it's yourself, that's what I see with the message, is being open to receive objective love from who you are, as in yourself. Okay, so the main frame here is getting a little bit better. I can feel the energy moving out. So we're tapping on the third eye now. Okay, so now we're going to go down into the solar plexus. And we're going to open it up and start clearing energy now. I'm pulling from the solar plexus. This is where we receive from the outside world. It comes into our gut. And it's also the position in between the heart chakra and the gut itself. So working to release the energy that comes in here is so powerful. It opens up the throat chakra as well to be able to expand more. So we're going to clear that out. I feel laughter coming in now. I feel a lot of happiness and laughter and releasing of energy, which is like topical energy. I consider laughing to be something that is wanting to come out. Topical energy to me is the laughter. When I clear energy, whether it's in the actual tissue of the body or metaphysically in the energy. Laughter is topical light energy that just comes and releases right out. And crying is like that deeper energy on a cellular memory level. So I just felt a lot of laughter coming up and out with you, which was really great. So I'm hearing that your main frame is working a lot better now. So we're pulling energy down from the third eye to the mouth, clearing some of that out. I heard that your main frame is looking really good. We just need to do a little bit more work here in the solar plexus, so we're going to pull energy. And we're creating equilibrium in your biosphere. Circular energy from the top down to the bottom and back up. I just felt the frequency shift in my ears. So right now I'm hearing something about a root canal, needing some work on a root canal back here on the right side. I don't know if you've had a root canal or if you're feeling some energy back there, or maybe not at all, and we're just discovering it now and clearing it out. So I'm detecting it back here on the right side. So we're going to do a little bit of gum work. also just heard that that is enhancing the pituitary gland in your brain as well. I hear that this has been some of the cause of some of the distortion that you've been feeling. So now we're just doing a little tapping there. Okay, so I just heard that there's a heavy metal detox happening in your aura right now, and the frequency just shifted in my right ear as well. Taking a deeper dive down into the solar plexus. More laughter just came up, some more energy just cleared. Okay, so I heard that this area is complete now, so we can move on. Okay, so I'm hearing that your insight is going to enhance, that this is opening up your channel to have different ideas of the way that you're thinking. Your mind's going to expand more. So the psyche is going to go through a transition with this, as it usually does, but sometimes it's more pinpointed into the thought process of what's going on with someone. So with this kind of work, I like to share with people that this isn't just about a molecular enhancement of the body, but this is also about an enhancement to the mind as well, because you're no longer at the same vibration as you were before we did this, because this is a channel opener, which is the mind and the body and the vibration of sending and receiving information. So not only can this be a molecular purge or clearing or detox or whatever we want to call it, an upgrade, the psyche, the mental process also can experience it as well. So you may have a lot of mental downloads start coming in, more self-realizations about yourself, like aha moments. And there may be some emotional purging with those things as well. You may experience some crying, which may not be related to the psyche. It can just be cellular release. So you may have a lot of things come up in your mind about your past or things that you haven't thought of in a while, and you may not have this emotional reaction to it because we've cleared some energy. So, you may also have emotional responses to it as well. So, understanding that the body and the psyche can go through some ups and downs, or I should say, like, you're going to ride an emotional wave with it. And that's totally normal. So I like to tell people 7 days of integration at least with this kind of work, because as you release and evolve energetically, it's a process of like feeling really high and lots of energy. Then you can go down and feel low, heavy energy as these vibrations are moving through and integrating into the body and the psyche. So remembering to be gentle to yourself and others as you go on this ride of ascension, and not just with the work that we've shared here today, but this is just good mindfulness for life in general. So this was very powerful. So I'm hearing that the solar plexus is going through its own upgrading right now. So this was great. This was brain, down into some dental work, down into the solar plexus, and the throat chakra is going to experience some upgrading as the byproduct of all of this. So yeah, this was really beautiful. And so then I just heard about removing some things are being removed from the tonsils, or the lymph node area in this area of this section. And that takes us back to the heavy metal detoxing that I heard about before when I was like tapping on this area. This helps to open all of this up to release energy. So that's really beautiful. I'm excited to hear about what your experience is and what you feel from this. Really beautiful energy, very clear. It came in very strong. There wasn't a lot of like cloudy stuff I had to move through, which is really great. Some people I have to sit and wait and feel things out. But this was really direct and beautiful. So I'm going to upload this up to YouTube, and I'll send you the link as soon as we're done. Aloha. This is beautiful. Thank you.